On Monday Night Football, and we do sometimes ask Jamie and Gary to make their predictions and hold them to account, and this is what we did from August, the start of this season. So Jamie, how do you feel first of all about the picks that you went with at that stage?
I think I'm looking quite well there actually. Brighton have done well. I think City are big favourite to the title. Man United, I mean, that was pretty obvious, wasn't it? It was staring at you in the face. Mo Salah was going to be the top goal scorer. Emile Smith-Rowe's on fire, 4 goals in his last 4 games.
How do you feel about You Want to Watch?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to back out. I mean, I wanted to actually watch Jadon Sancho. Actually, I didn't think he was going to be... Because I'd spoken so much about how well he'd done at Dortmund, and I think last season, at the end of last season, we didn't put him in our Euro squads.
Yeah.
And we got a lot of stick from that, certainly on social media. How can you not put Sancho? But I hadn't seen enough of him, and when I'd seen him in an England shirt, I hadn't been that impressed. So it was one to watch, as in, I want to see what he's about. Listen, it hasn't started well for him. He's still a young player. He's got plenty of time, a few years at United, but you definitely want a bit more from him, no doubt.
Oh, Gary, let's have a look at what you went with back in August. How do you feel about it?
I think the top one I'm all right with. The second
you can't get it more wrong, can you?
The second one, I think Liverpool. You can swap them with Manchester United. That will be wrong. Overachievers. I still think Everton will finish strongly. I think underachievers.
Why?
I think. Look,
what would overachievement be?
We are only halfway through. They've had a lot of injuries. They've had Calvert-Lewin out. They've had Richarlison out. They've had Decore out at times. So they will be all right. Underachievers. You said Manchester United. I agree with you. They are underachieving. I've said Arsenal. To be honest, Arsenal, you can flip a coin with them. In 3 weeks, we can be talking about.
Right
Arsenal.
Now they're overachieving, aren't they?
But at the moment, I'd say they're doing absolutely as they should be. But they could still let you down in a few weeks. They're not someone you could trust wholly. I don't think.
All right, so let's update a few of those at this halfway point. Both of you have gone for Manchester City. I think there's not too much reason to change that, is there? No. All right, what about the top 4 then? This might be a bit more interesting. And the boys can be a bit emotional sometimes. He's changed it well in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, he has.
Go on, explain.
Well, I actually think Liverpool this season, I put Chelsea to finish second at the start of the season. I didn't expect Liverpool to almost go back to what they were 2 years ago. I think Liverpool...
Well, I think we've all got those as our top 3.
Yeah, but OK. And Tottenham on the back of sort of Conte coming in, watching that performance tonight, I think was very, very worrying going forward.
For Manchester United. So you substituted Manchester United and you went Spurs. Gary?
No, I'll stick with Manchester United. I think they'll sort themselves out. Even though it's been poor the last 2 games, they have got 7 points out of 9. They're still picking up points against, obviously, teams near the bottom of the league. I do think they've got a favourable month. And they've got to play a lot better than that. But I do think they'll pick up a lot of points in that month. And you'll see that Arsenal have got a few games coming up that are more difficult. Tottenham will play. Tottenham have had 6 games under Antonio Conte. He's done brilliantly, don't get me wrong. And I loved their performance against Liverpool. But they've had 5 at home and only 1 away. So I think when that balances out a little bit, you'll see a change to that.
Are you still glad United never took Conte?
No, I don't think Conte was a fit for United. I know people disagree with me, but I don't think he will. I think United will get the right manager at the end of the season for the longer term.
Any thought on who that would be?
I don't know.
I mean, you're a pundit, so if you'd like to offer an opinion, that would be great at this stage.
I don't predict who's going to go down. I don't predict who's going to be a manager. I don't know who's the next manager.
Who would you like to be the manager at this stage?
I'd like Pochettino to be the next manager because I think he's got experience in the league. I think he would play the right type of football. I think he feels like the moment for him to step up. He's got to Champions League finals. He's managing now big stars and big characters and personalities, which I think will help him. And I've always liked him, always loved the way in which he's operated. I think he fits the club. He works with young players well. He gets the best out of players. He's a good coach, but also I think he works people the right way. So for me, it would be him. But he's got a job at Paris Saint-Germain, and if he does well there, then they obviously won't let him go.